Hello everybody. Today I would like to tell you some short conversation between the man and the woman. Number 1. The man tells the woman he will getting together later with some friends from the office. And the woman asked the man if he could be at the coffee downstairs. And the man replied he was going to there's other coffees, the one next to the park. Number 2. The man asked the woman if she were waiting for the number 4, and he says he told the rain were making it late. The woman agreed with him, and he says he wished he there soon, and she says she had standing out in the rain. The man agreed with her, and he says he couldn't wait to get home and took her the wet clothes. Number 3. The woman told man he had reservation for that night and the following night. And the man replied, the man agreed with her, and he says she were in room 23 on the second floor, and he gives she to the cake. The woman thanked him for that, and he asked if every party could help she with her packers. Number 4. The man tells woman he had looked over the office, but he couldn't find his cell phone. The woman suggested the man taking the cab, and she says might be he had left it in the cab. And the man tells woman he had taken the bus, and he says he knew he had left it in the restaurant when he had lunch. Number 5. The woman suggested the man should wait she for downstairs, and the man agreed with her, and he asked the woman if she should wait out by the front door. The woman disagreed with him, and she suggested just stand near the elevator. Number 6. The man tells woman she could leave the next block, and he says the block was set blue hole. The woman agreed with him, and she says the fare were $7 and 50 cents. The man gives she to the money, and he suggested keeping the change. Number 7. The man tells woman. The woman tells man if he could tell she where the free dinner. And the man tells woman there were in the free session. There was a free food session aisle 5. And the woman tells man there were sale that week, right? Number 8. So the man asked the woman the man asked the woman if she ready to go if she ready to go, and if she did have her books. And the woman replied, some of the proof turning overdue. And she asked the man if he did know, and the man replied he could have paid to fee later. Number 9. The woman tells the man there could be land Los Angeles soon, and the man tells woman he had the connection flight to Hawaii as soon as they land. And the woman tells man he believed that flight leaving from gate 34, and he says they were on time. So he could be able to make him connection. Number 10. The man tells woman that were nice pork, and he said he should come to there more often. The woman agreed with him, and he says it were the close to the office, and he says it were good place to take a walk. And the man agreed with her, and he says that were good place get a little exercise.